Something's burning. Ba-da-da. Oh, I think that's a song from the 80s or something. I don't know. I was having a flashback. But let me tell you why. I'm Jill Bruce with Morristown TV Today, Channel 7. And when I smell something burning, it's not that there's a smell associated with this. Don't get me wrong. I'm easing over here, and guess who I have with me today? I have Tim Carpenter from the Morristown Fire Department. We're so tickled to have you today, Tim.
Thank you.
We want to talk about, I was at home one day, and I was thinking about my childhood. You know, it's that time of the year. And I have a live tree. I have 4 or 5 artificial trees as well. But growing up, I can remember my daddy saying, don't leave the lights on when you leave, and make sure you water your tree every day. And I know I put mine up in the middle of the month because it dries out so quickly. And they can be a fire hazard. It seems like I hear of more things going on at the holidays. And I'm sure they go on year round. But I wanted to get your take on what we should pay attention to, what we should look for. We just want to make sure everybody, all of our viewers in Morristown TV Today, can be a little bit more careful so that we don't have any bad things happen over the holidays over something that's so much fun like a tree. So just tell us whatever we need to know.
You know, those are some good issues and some good ideas, especially here at the holidays, to be thinking about safety. You know, the live trees, when I was growing up, we always had a live tree. You know, not to give away my age or anything, but artificial trees were kind of non-existent back then, and only the wealthiest, I guess, got to get those because that was like a luxury. But I can remember the trees dying out. We had an old hardwood floor, and you'd walk through about every morning, and the pine needles would be all over the floor. And it wasn't until I actually became a firefighter that I understood how important it is to keep those trees, keep moisture in the tubs, or because you know, they still maintain moisture and still absorb it even as they're cut. And then you put the lights on the trees, and that makes them dry out even more. So it's recommended that you make sure that the water in the tubs are filled up. And also with the invention of LED lighting, you know, they have made it a lot cooler lighting for the trees, but it's still important that you keep moisture in them. And but now when you start seeing the needles just start falling off, just one right after another, and it seems like you can't do anything about it, it's time to get rid of the tree. So that's why we kind of wait until a couple weeks before Christmas maybe to do that. And if you're using natural heating like a fireplace, or if you're using gas heating or something like that, it tends to dry out the air a little bit quicker. So it's very important that you keep moisture in there to maintain those things. Don't use live candles or anything lit like that in there, because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. And try to pull them away from your curtains and drapes as far as you can. We like to maintain a 3-foot radius around anything like that. If it produces heat, 3 feet. There again, same rules apply to an artificial tree. Just because they're artificial or man-made doesn't mean that they're susceptible, you know, that they can't catch fire, because they can. Obviously, they don't need the water. You know, we don't need to water those because it's not going to absorb that anyway. But we do need to maintain good strands of lights. Don't put anything like live candles or burning candles in those things. Try to use non-fire resistive ornaments on the things. And never leave one unattended. If you have to go to the neighbor's house to get a cup of flour or a cup of sugar because of your holiday baking, don't leave the tree unattended. Turn it off when you're going to leave. Just like the oven, you don't want to leave it on when you go across the neighbor's too, because you might forget that it's on, or you know, anything could happen. So those are some other things to do with those.
Alrighty, so make sure you turn everything off and make it work. So Morristown TV Today is here because we care about you, and we want to make sure that you're safe through the holidays. So have a very, very safe holiday. Thank you, Tim, so much for your time. And stay tuned. We're going to have some other tips for you later with the Morristown Fire Department. Thank you.